You're watching KARE 11 News in high definition. This is KARE 11 News Saturday.
Well, welcome back. It is a beautiful new read that invites you to love yourself just as you are, and it's called And She Sparkled. Joining me this morning is the book's author, Twin Cities TV and radio personality, and host of HGTV's Decorating Sense, and my friend, my neighbor, and I just could keep going on and on. We need a long list, but we won't because we just want to hear from
Because there
Joan.
are lots of secrets we can't tell you.
Absolutely.
Right?
How are you?
I'm great. I'm sparkling because I'm covered with snow this
I love
morning.
that. I know someone said in the green room, well, she's from Minnesota, so she'll make it, right?
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
She took her snowshoes when she was here this morning.
Yeah,
How are you?
I'm awesome. I'm awesome. I'm having the time of my life. This is a dream come true. It really is.
You know, and people, of course, know so many different facets of your career and how you have, you know, really done a great job of continuing to reinvent yourself.
Yeah.
Which is
I'm
not
kind of like Madonna that way.
No.
No.
I mean, really, honestly, it's not an easy thing to do, but every time you do, it seems as though it's more you.
Yeah, right. And that's exactly, you are so right. That's exactly the evolution of my life, where I feel like, okay, I got this part of me, and then it's like, oh, something else is missing, and then I do something else, and it's like, okay, I recovered another little piece, and then I move on to something else. So, but right now, it just feels like the best time of my life, except for when I got to hang out with you all the time.
We did hang out for a very long time. Joan and I was thinking about it. I think it was 11 and a half years.
Yeah.
And I just first came here, and Joan just grabbed me like she does everyone else, and it was just so important. Our relationship.
I was the first person who knew she got engaged.
Yes, that night, absolutely. So this book is really something that obviously you've been thinking about for a long time, but when did you actually sit down and say, you know what, I need to write this because I think it would be important to other people?
You know what, I didn't sit down and write it for other people. I sat down, and I didn't intend that it be a book. I sat down and wrote it because there was a part of me that felt like I wasn't engaged with the life that I had built for myself, that I had this beautiful life. I had this great job and 87 million homes, and I was doing great projects. My family was wonderful. I have a beautiful house. Great dog, you know, it's all that stuff.
Two daughters.
Yeah. So why was I feeling disconnected from my own success? I was feeling like, is that all there is? There's got to be something more to life than this. You know, in my head it all felt successful, but in my heart it didn't. So I was coming back from a vacation, and I thought, if I write my autobiography, maybe I can figure out what's going on here. You know, where I've been, see where I am, see where I'm going. So I was on a plane, and I took out a little yellow legal pad, and I started to write, and it came out like a metaphor. It really wasn't even a conscious decision. It just came out like a metaphor. And I only thought it was for me, basically. And I wrote about 2/3 of it on the plane, put it away for a couple of years, and then came back, and it just finished up really easily again. And again, I didn't know it was going to be a book. But I met the lovely Tristan Publishing people, Brett and Sheila Waldman, and sent them an email with my little story, and they said, okay.
Absolutely, okay.
Yeah. And then the illustrations are so cool.
They are so beautiful, and I think we've got video of the book as well. So unless we probably already showed it, I'm just talking to you, so I haven't even looked at the screen. But it is such a, and I think people will, even though I understand now because I read it and I thought, I'm so glad that she shared this, because I really do think that people do struggle with trying to cross the door of, we want to reinvent ourselves, but I'm too afraid to do that. I'm too afraid to actually admit that I should be happy, but I'm not.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think we've actually taught people to do that, to kind of cover up what their real passions are, who they really are at their very center. We kind of teach them, like, well, in this culture you can't do that, and this is the only way to be successful, and you have to count it in money. You can't count it in joy and happiness with what you're doing, or engagement, you know. So I feel like the culture can kind of contribute to that, and so it's our job. I really believe it's our purpose on earth, I swear, to just get back to who you are. And then you work from a more powerful position in the world. And by power, I just mean like you feel engaged with, you know, your life and yourself. And I remember I talked to you so many times about the ability to say no. You know,
yes,
if something doesn't work for you, if something doesn't really work for you,
just say no,
just
and,
say no.
and stop talking.
Right.
But it's really about inside out versus outside in. To really figure out what is in the core, and then work toward achieving that. And that's what I got from the book. And I know that when people hear you read today, they will, of course, hear that as well. So thank you for coming in. You were just saying, real quick thing, there's going to be a giveaway at the Mall of America today?
Yeah, we're going to give away, the folks at Tristan are going to give away a Friends Night Out for 10 people, so they can come to Tristan Publishing and they can hang out, wine, cheese, me, books. We'll have fun.
That'll be wonderful. Joan, of course, is going to be at the Mall of America today at 1 o'clock. I'll be there as well at the Macy's Court. That's where she will read the book and also sign the book, so you can meet her there. And then later today, she's going to trek over in the snow to Stillwater to Valley Booksellers, and that is where she will be tonight at 6, right? Yep. And the public is invited there as well. For more information, go to KARE11.com, click onto the Saturday Show page, which is located under News, and that's where you'll find all of her appearances.